Hello, everyone. My name is Roy Cornwall. It is Friday, the 26th of January at 12:30 in the afternoon, 2024. Um, every once in a while in my life, I take a step back and I do the third eye. The third eye is where you envision an eye up here. It's in your mind, this eye. It looks down, it sees you and everything around you, and gives you a better picture of what's happening. So when I do a third eye on this topic, um, this one's going to be called uh, an awakening. And when I do the third eye on this topic, uh, I see uh, the good public. Now, there's good public and bad public. The bad public are people out robbing and stealing and doing all kinds of. But the good public is a man trying to take care of his wife and two kids and trying to have a home. But he's never going to get a home because his wages isn't enough to save for a house. The houses went up like this, and the wages only went up slowly, and the houses just kept going out of sight. When I was 10 years old in Canada, I was told by virtually everybody I talked to, if you work hard, you can have a house. Well, nowadays, if you and your wife work hard, it's still not enough to have a house. Houses have become right out of reach. That dream was taken from us. Now, um, in the States, I think it was down in Texas, there is a committee meeting where a member of the public got up and accused the authority there, the police chief, and a bunch of others from stealing. The public has had enough. They're going to stand up and get rid of these guys now. This is happening all over where the public is standing up for themselves. Now, uh, the reason why our lives is you know what, right now? Because it's been directed that way. When I was a kid, this is not what we all expected to be here. Let me explain. I don't know about President Kennedy, but I got suspicions it was the Democratic Party who killed him. Democratic Party who killed President Kennedy. Democratic Democratic Party who shot Ronald Reagan. Democratic Party who uh, went after Donald Trump by taking down the Twin Towers long before he was even thinking about running for president. Nancy Pelosi went over to Wuhan, China, and paid somebody 1 week before the virus was released. She was seen over there. The World News Agency has the airline tickets. Uh, they got the dope on her. She paid those people to release that virus and told them wait a week for me to get back in the states and then let it go. She paid them for this. This is the Democratic Party doing this. The Democratic Party stealing elections. It's this is an awakening, not only in the United States but all over the world. Dutch farmers and there is an awakening happening almost in every country. Now in Canada, because our government is just as bad as the American government, just as bad. I'm ashamed of my government. Uh, Trudeau needs to pay back all those truckers all the money they stole, and he needs to go to jail. If I did any of these things, stole or did any, I'd be in jail. There's a double standard here. Now, I want to take the time right now and tell you my only dealings with Bill Clinton. Only one. Um, oh, I used to live in a 20-story apartment building right on the side of Highway 427. And I lived on the 10th floor, facing the highway. There's always a roar from the highway, always. And all of a sudden the roar from the highway stopped. So, okay, I figure there's an accident out there. I got my binoculars, I go out on the balcony, and I start scanning both sides, left and right. And I see a bunch of limousines coming down from the airport, down 427. They're going to go downtown. Well, I've seen limousines before, right? But there was 4 or 5 of them, so I'm looking at the limousines through my binoculars on my balcony in Canada. And what happens? An attack helicopter, American attack helicopter, flies over the top of the building, comes down 10 floors, swings sideways like this, slides the side door open, and swings over a machine gun and points it right at me at 150 feet away. In Canada! Like, I don't have the right to look out. Uh, you're not taking my rights, okay? If I had a chance to hurt that guy, I would have killed him. You don't come here to another country and point a rifle at people and take over. This is what they say the American government. No, they mean the Democratic Party. They're the ones causing all this trouble. And uh, uh, this has all come to a point, hasn't it? When Donald Trump gets in, he's got to arrest Pelosi, Schumer, Comey, all those people. And what I would do is I would build a prison with glass instead of bars, glass, thick glass they can't get out of. And I'd put Hillary Clinton in the first one. I'd put Obama in the second one, and I'd put Bill Clinton in the third one. And when Bill Clinton wants to argue with Hillary, it's your fault. Bill Obama's going to be right in the middle of getting that from both sides for the rest of his life. I charge admission to the public to come in and take pictures of them. And that admission would pay for their lodgings. We not only have to arrest all the evil in this world, but we've got to make an example so that nobody follows along and tries this again. The American people know this. I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to promote anything. I'm not trying to drive anything. I'm just saying what's there. And what's there is the American people have had enough. They have had enough. This is an awakening. They realize the good American people, husband, wife, and 2 kids trying to make a life for themselves. They realize this country, their country, is under attack. It's the same as if somebody was dropping bombs on them. They can't take them by dropping bombs, so they try to take them by infiltration. And all those people coming in on the southern border, that's a democratic problem placed there to harass us, the good people. Your rights go out the window when they bring that many people and your country's being taken over. So the Americans, they have to realize that this is an infiltration, and they got to stop it right now. In Canada, with Trudeau, he's got to go. All those truckers, he owes them money, a lot of money. And then he should be thrown in jail for what he did. You got to have some type of an agency involved that gives these people a psych test. Because they're obviously mental. Obviously. I mean, just looking at Trudeau, I can tell without even knowing him, he's nuts. The same with Schumer, Pelosi, all those people. I can tell they are absolutely out of their flipping minds, right? So all this is coming to a head. I think it's gone too far. I think it's gone too far. There's Texas, right, saying, going like this to the Democratic Party, we're going to block the borders, and we don't care what you say. This is an awakening. And all this is going to come to a head in 2024. So, if I had the means, I'd stock up on food. I'd make sure I had a portable generator to recharge my phone, or do you know what I mean? Get ready. Don't let them, down in the States, don't let them take your guns, because that's what they're trying to do here in Canada. Don't let them take your guns. That's the only mythology you have of saving your country, is those guns. I'm not one to promote violence, right? But if somebody's stabbing you, you don't forgive them while they're stabbing you. You stop them from stabbing you first, and then you forgive them. Well, you got to stop these guys from doing that, and then make sure it never happens again. I've lived 70 years on this planet, and I've never seen anything like it. For the last 50 years, the Democratic Party's been placing Democratic people in positions of power. So Trump has got to remove all of them. Like this Fannie Willis, she got to go to jail. It's just every time I turn on the news, it's criminal activity, and that's another thing. Is the TV set is owned by the Democratic Party. They control all the news outlets, and when you watch TV, they're telling you what to believe. They don't give you a second option. They say no, it's this way, and you believe us. Walter Cronkite, right? We used to believe him. Not anymore. Our news agencies are corrupt as you know what. So I urge everybody get off the TV set. Just get rid of it. Get the computer. At least on the computer you can have a second option. You can believe what you think is right, not what they tell you. This has been going on for years. And it's really getting bad. Because nobody's been stopping these people. And hey, if you're stealing and nobody even knows you're stealing and nobody stops you, you're going to steal more. Well, that's good. I'll take two hands this time. It's time for the good people in this world to waken up and to get on board with this and to aid the people who are fighting this fight. Well, that's all I want to say for today. Stay strong and be kind. Know that Jesus walks right beside you. We've made a real mess of his planet, haven't we? We got to clean it up. And on that note, I'm just going to say, when Adam bit into that apple, the Lord gave us the ability to choose for ourselves. If we choose for ourselves, we're wrong. We got to choose to pray to the Lord for the right answer, right? And that's what's happening now. We've prayed to the Lord. The Lord is telling us to do this right now. So, stay strong. Blessings, everyone. Bye-bye.